I am hot like a hero. Your girl Martha Moses. If you are to my channel, what?
Biget, how are you? Tutubei, uhandet Dim popi femo mala kokombada Mara kwa ferenge dim tange mosh kwa nyama Ina yoma wila jila teilo kele keshe uwe nava
For real.
bentina
Hello beautiful people. My name is Martha Moses. If you are new to my channel, well hello. Where have you been? I am so glad that you found me and you found this channel. You know what else I'm glad about? That you are going to subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well as like this video and be part of the family, you know. By a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I mean, I cannot thank you enough for always coming back to my content. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Today I am filming from a totally different space, so if there is echo in the background, my apologies for that. I really just wanted to sit down and have a chat with you guys. So yeah, that's what we are going to do in this video. Alright, so in this chat, I'm just going to talk to you guys about personal development from my perspective. Share with you guys the few things that I've been doing that I feel will help me develop personally, or grow rather. Excuse me, that's rude. I'm just gonna remove my bubble. All right, so personal development, right? So this year I've at the beginning of the year, my friend and I, we do what we call a what is it called again, a vision board, right? So we always do vision boards in January, and then one of my main things that I wanted to achieve on my vision board was personal development. So I looked for ways of what I can do, you know, in terms of personal development. So one of the things that I've started doing is journaling and also meditating. So what I'm going to tell you guys is how my journaling process has been going, and basically other things that I've been doing regarding personal development. Whatever comes up on the top of my head, I'll just say that. Okay, so let's start with the journaling. So journaling, I never used to journal in my life until this year. Why I started is I actually just wanted to try it out, right? And it's actually nice. I'm liking it. So if you're asking yourself what actually is journaling, it depends. Okay, there's no one way to journaling. There's a lot of ways that people can journal, and a lot of styles that you can approach to journaling. All right, so personally what I've decided to do is just to get myself this cute book, and then I decided, okay, I'm going to write. When I started, I wanted to be journaling every day, right? Just to conclude how my day went, if I managed to do all the things that I'm supposed to do in that day, and if I did not, why not? And I must sort of, you know, time myself and reflect and hold myself accountable for the things that I said I was going to do in that day that I did not do, right? So at the beginning of my journal, let me just read for you guys the first page, but this is personal. I'm sharing with you personal content, but yeah, do it for the channel. I'm just going to read for you what I wrote on my very first day of journaling. So I wrote, my first attempt to journaling. I'm not sure what to write or what information goes in a journal. I will, however, start today. My main aim is to put my thoughts and emotions down on the pages of this book. I am also hoping to use this book as a guide for my life, to keep me on track and to keep my life in check and to hold myself accountable. I'm just going to end there. Okay, so you can see that I also didn't have a direction, right? So I just started, because whatever you need to do, you need to start. Just start. Even if you're not sure what you're doing, just start. Okay, so that is how I started off my journal. And then the other interesting thing that I did was I tried to come up with sections for my journal, right? So I called it there AMPF, like it's an abbreviation. It's AMPF, AMPF in short, AMPF. So this AMPF is like sections for my journal that I must write the AMPF every day, meaning every day I have to write something for A, for M, for P, and for F, like that. So what they stand for is, A is aspirations, goals, and dreams together, but it starts with the aspirations, so it's the A. So everything that have to do with my short-term goals, long-term goals, my dreams, everything there, that part goes in the A, right? Then we have the M. M is for mental and emotional well-being. So my mental and emotional well-being summary of that day goes in the M. And then I have the P, which is the physical well-being. Anything physical, from my looks, exercising, my health, all those things, physical. And then the P, no, that was the P, the physical. And the last one, the F, is the finances. Okay, so I developed that AMPF for my journal. So what I do is every day I write, okay, today is the 10th of September 2022. AMPF. A, aspirations. What did I do today in this regard? M, what did I do today concerning my mental and emotional well-being? P, what did I do today regarding my physical well-being? And what did I do today for my finances, for my financial life? All right, so yeah, that is what I've been doing, and it's going really well. It's like you are just on track. There's hardly a day when I'm sitting idle or not really have a plan of what I'm doing on that day. I mean, I try to factor in everything in there, like, okay, go to work, and then at work I do so and so, after work I have to do so and so and so, and it doesn't really just have to be about what you do in a day. It can, like I said, like dreams and aspirations, it's not something that you can work on in a day. It can be like a short-term or a long-term dream. So you just write down the few steps that you have been taking to achieve that big goal. Okay, so when I started, the journaling was okay, but it was also a lot. Like I was starting to miss days that I don't journal, because the plan was to journal every day, but I found myself skipping some days where I don't journal. So it's really, really difficult to journal on a daily basis. So what I've resorted to do now is to rather journal kind of weekly, because daily was too much for me. So the point that I'm trying to make is, if you want to start a journal, just start. There's no straight road about it. You can do it whatever way suits you, and you find how the style that you want to journal, and you can decide to journal once a week, but it cannot be once a month. It's too long. So it doesn't have to be every day, and trust me, it's very difficult to do every day. Tried and tested, it's really difficult, but if you think you can do it, then you can. And yeah, really the purpose is just to help you reflect on your thoughts, be responsible, kind of track how you are doing with your vision, your goals, and everything like that. Okay, so journaling is very important. It's one of the things you can use for personal development. What else do I want to add? All right, I don't want to make this video too long. The last thing that I'm going to touch on is trauma. I'm going to share with you guys a few notes that I've made from an event that I attended yesterday at church. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go through everything that I wrote down. I'm just going to sort of summarize what I learned from the session, right? So the thing with trauma is, let's start from what trauma is. Trauma is actually just the emotions that we have deep down in our souls, and these emotions are coming from something that we have experienced, be it in our childhood or in our adult life as well. But it's basically those terrible emotions that we chose not to feel or go through because of certain reasons, okay? So for example, if as a child or even as an adult you were raped, that incident can make you feel all sorts of very severe emotions, okay? You will feel worthless, you can feel you will hate this person that raped you, and you are going to feel a lot of different critical emotions, right? So now these emotions, what we do with them is we don't deal with them the time that the time that the trauma happens, right? So we brush it off, or we choose not to go through that because maybe you are shy or you are just not able to, okay? You need to be strong for yourself and just move on like everything is okay. Okay, so if you are a child, for example, and you are being abused, there's basically nothing much you can do. You just cry and life goes on, okay? So now later on in your life, these emotions are pressed down deep down in your soul, and this is not good because now your soul is heavy. You need to deal with these emotions, and if you don't, this is how you end up not being okay in the relationships that you are with other people, be it now if it's a partner that you have, or if it's even your siblings or mother-in-law or whatever, okay? The way that you will see them or that you will treat them will have a lot to, it will be affected it will be affected by how you feel and how your soul is. So you have to deal with those emotions so that you can clean your heart and your soul to be able to give these people clean slates, not to treat them based on the experiences that you had in your past, right? So because you as a person, you are a body, you are a soul, and you are a spirit. You are three things. But the main important thing is your soul, okay? Your body is just there, it's the flesh that makes you to be human being, okay? And your mind, of course, help your body for the body to function. But your soul is who you are. You as a person, you live in your soul, okay? So and your soul is what hurts when things are done to you, when you go through something, when you are raped, when you are abused. What suffers mostly is not your body. Of course, you might have scars or whatever it was, if it was like a physical abuse, but the emotions and everything that you felt at the time of that thing happening to you, those things affect your soul. So these emotions, we bottle them up, we press it down in our soul, and we carry it and we carry it, and we grow and we grow, and we just have it down there. So now you can never really have a honest, free relationship with people if your soul is like that. So you have to heal from your traumas. Now, for you to heal from your traumas, the main way is to deal with those emotions that you never dealt with. Okay, so it's to deal with those emotions, and how you deal with them is one of the things that you can do is you have to make peace with the person that has wronged you. Okay, that is way difficult, but it's very necessary. You need to forgive this person. Excuse me. If the person exists, you need to for example, let me give an example. If you are a child and you grew up in a house that you are being abused, okay, so in your adulthood, even if you are married with kids, go back to this homestead where you grew up, go back to visit this grandma or this person and make peace with them, okay, for your sake. Okay, so you need to go back to the point, you need to go back to the point when your trauma happened, and to make peace with that environment, with that person, and you need to forgive them. I know it's difficult, but you need to do it. And it might also not be possible depending on how the person that has wronged you is. Maybe they are not willing to meet you, or they will not allow you to visit them, or whatever. But whatever is it that you need to do, even if you don't speak to them physically, just try something that can help you be at peace with this person, with this whole scenario, and also forgive them. Okay, you need to forgive them, because that way you are clearing your heart and your soul. And the thing about forgiveness is, if you don't forgive a person, you are going to be carrying so much luggage in your soul, and this person is living freely. They might even have forgotten how they made you feel. Okay, and their life is ayoba, everything is going on properly, and while you, on a daily basis, when you think of this person, you are like, yo, I just wish that the person would die or something. So you are holding yourself captive, and you are giving so much freedom to your oppressor, which is not supposed to be the case. So one of the things you need to do to heal from your traumas is you need to forgive the person that have wronged you, forgive the whole situation, and set yourself free. You are not doing it for them, you are doing it for yourself. So forgiveness is part of healing from your trauma. And the other thing is feeling or allowing yourself to go through the emotions. Okay, so you might have bottled them up for so many years, but you need to let them come out. Okay, this you can do by talking to a person. I know, like, when we were growing up, and when we were growing up, the things of going to psychologists and these kind of things were not so common, but it's something that is actually very important for your emotional and your mental health. If need be, you need to see someone so that you can talk about your emotions and you can talk about your traumas. So talking about them, or going through those emotions that you decided not to just blush off or to bottle up and hide them, there is no way they are going to hide forever. And if you don't deal with them, you are not going to be happy, because you are just going to be heavy in your soul. So point number one, forgiveness, and for yourself, not for them. And the second one, go through the emotions, leave them, feel them, cry, talk about it, anything that you need to do. It's not easy, but you have to do it. All right, so it's part of healing. And the third one, you need to pray. If you are not a Christian, I'm not against it, and it's very much a personal choice. But if you are a Christian, pray as much as you can about these things, about your traumas, about your emotions. Pray, and the prayer helps. Okay, so forgive, relive and feel the emotions and talk about them and go through them. And also you need to pray. So when you do these things, it helps you to deal with your trauma. And the main thing about trauma or about healing is you need to do it now. If you don't do it now, it's never gonna go away. Well, that is basically it, guys, on trauma. And like I said, I don't want to make this video too long. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't know if this video was helpful. It's totally different from, like, I've never done this kind of chit chat before. So tell me what you think about it. Is it something that you would like to see more often on this channel, or should I just focus on the games and the traveling content and the vibes? So do let me know, how is this video for you? If it was boring, or if it was helpful, or do you have any questions about what I said? You can please write them in the comments so that I can respond to them. Other than that, thank you guys for watching this video until the end. Please do make sure that you subscribe if you did not subscribe already. Give this video a thumbs up if you like the video or the content of this video. And yeah, guess who did the Hamba Na challenge? I'll put the challenge here.